Welcome to the Garden Report. I'm Evan Sminchy from Celtics Blog. Alongside me, Brian Roth from Celtics Hub and Travis Singleton from BlackAthlete.net. We heard from the TD Garden where the Celtics emerged victorious over the Philadelphia 76ers, a 92-79 final. Guys, the story of this game is the Celtics defense, keeping the Sixers under 80 points for the first time this season. Is it the Celtics D? Is it the Sixers just failing to shoot well? A little bit of both, maybe, Brian. What do you think?
Yeah, I gotta go with you there, Evans. Philadelphia's not a good offensive team, as we've seen the last two nights. They haven't shot 40% in either of these games, but it's safe to say the Celtics are making strides defensively since Doc called them soft after the Brooklyn game a couple weeks back, and there's still a lot of work to be done, and obviously Avery Bradley coming back into the fold later this month will help, but it's even though the one win-loss record isn't there yet, the defense progress is there.
Yeah, definitely. Travis, what do you think?
I agree with B. Definitely have to say their defense stepped up tonight. They held them under 40% shooting on the night, so that's very impressive. I just think, ever since they called them soft, the Brooklyn game, their defense has stepped up. Like KG said tonight, he said, let's give it a couple more games and see if we can get our defense going and get everything, gelled together. And I think they're actually gelling the starting lineup together too. So they're finally getting their niche. So I think tonight was an impressive win.
Yeah, the numbers are definitely showing it. The Sixers shot 23.1%. I think they were 9 for 39 in the first half, 39.2% overall. You've heard what we had to say about the Celtics D. Here's what Doc Rivers said about the Celtics on defense tonight.
Yeah, well, we shot the ball. I mean, you shoot 53% and you hold a team to 39%, you're going to win the game. And our ball movement was absolutely wonderful. But our defense is why we won. I thought the first half, going zone man and going back and forth was good for us. Again, when you play defense like that, you usually win games.
So yeah, there you have it. The Celtics have a really big effort defensively. On the offensive end of the floor, they're led by Kevin Garnett, 19 points. He's their leading scorer. He shot 9 of 11. Very efficient, but also had 0 rebounds. Overall, how do we assess Kevin Garnett tonight? B-Rob, what do you think?
Just smooth. I mean, he was pretty much... When Kevin Garnett gets into his zone offensively, I don't know about that, but it's like, as a 6'11 guy with one of the prettiest jump shots on the team, I would say, you can't contend with that. The Sixers have no one who can guard him on the perimeter that can bother that shot, and obviously he had some regrets after passing up the final shot last night, and made the Sixers pay for it tonight.
Yeah. I gotta agree with you on that one. His shot is beautiful, one of the most beautiful shots I've seen from a big man in a long time, and 9 of 11 shooting. You gotta just give it to him. But the 0 rebounds, I mean, he said he had a rebound, so we gotta find.
Yeah,
we gotta
check the tape.
We gotta check the tape and find that. But he had a great night, and like you said, after being indecisive the last game, he came out very efficient tonight.
Yeah, Garnett caught a lot of flack for the 0 rebound stat line. He was told it was the first time since Clinton's inauguration in 1997, the same day, that he had 0 rebounds. Here's what KG had to say about his 0 rebound night. He wasn't too happy.
The thing they don't keep track of is heart and kahunas. Okay? You can monitor all the minutes you want, but you can't monitor someone's drive and what fuels them and motivations. So, Doc came in here and gave us that. So, Doc's the best at getting the best out of us certain ways, and tonight was no different from that.
Kevin, do you remember the last time you did not have a rebound?
You know what? I'm looking for the statistician around here, and when I find out what he looked like, we're gonna have some problems. I told you, Twist, I had a rebound in the first quarter, Twist. That's bullshit, man. Yes. No, that's fucking bullshit. No, that's what I'm gonna say. I had a rebound in the first half. Thank you. I think that's an error. We're gonna fix that. All right?
Kevin, how did
it was the day that Clinton was inaugurated for the second time.
What was that, like 98 or something?
97.
But who's counting?
Blow the dust off that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's an error. I got a rebound. They're gonna go back and fix that.
There you have it. KG, 19 points, 0 boards. Not too happy about the 0 boards, but life goes on. The C's get a win. Let's go boxing out, taking a look at the box score, picking out a stat from the game. Travis, what's your stat of the night?
I gotta go with Drew Holiday. He played 41 minutes, but he only shot 4 of 13 and 11 points. I mean, you can't play that many minutes and not produce more, and that has to go to actually the on-ball defenders that were actually guarding him. He got Rondo tonight, a little bit of Courtney Lee tonight. So I just got to give it up to the Celtics defense again. They held him down, they shut him down, and 11 points 41 minutes. You just can't go. You can't do that. So especially in the NBA. I mean, but he plays for a team that their offense is still trying to find their niche.
bit, yeah.
And as soon as they get Bynum back, I think we're gonna have some problems with them in the post. So I mean, I don't want the Celtics to get too happy with the Sixers and Celtics rivalry this year, and we haven't even seen Bynum yet.
Right. All right, B-Rob, stat of the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with our old friend, the turnovers for the Celtics. It's there's always been their Achilles heel, and last 5 games they've had before tonight they had over 16 turnovers a game, and you gotta get killed in transition, as we know all season when they turn the ball over to their team. But tonight got it down to 11 turnovers and over 48 minutes, and that's an efficient number. That's one where the Celtics, they're going to shoot a high percentage from the field most nights. They shot 53% tonight, and when you get a high number of shots and aren't shooting 15, 20 fewer times than your opponent because of the turnovers, that's going to keep you in games. So I'm going to have to go with the 11 turnovers for tonight.
Nice. My stat, I already mentioned earlier, but I'll say it again, 23.1, the Sixers shooting percentage in the first half. That's just dreadful. They shot 9 of 39. Part of that was the Celtics D. Part of that was they got good looks on the Sixers end and they just didn't fall. But anytime you hold a team to 9 of 39, it's gonna give you a good chance to win. 28 total points for the Sixers in the whole half. You're not gonna win with that
It
number.
was not pretty.
That's ugly.
So yeah, a good night for the Celtics defensively, most certainly. Baller of the night. Who's your player of the game? Travis, you go first.
Baller of the night, I gotta go with Pierce. I gotta go with Paul. The captain, the truth. So many nicknames. He came and balled tonight. 13 and 9, 13 points, 9 assists. He was 5 for 11 from the field. I felt like he did everything tonight. He dished when they needed him to dish. When Rondo sat down and took a break, he actually commanded the offense. And he was still looking for his shot here and there. And he definitely did his thing tonight. I have to definitely give it to him. He didn't do too much on the rebounding. Usually Paul is up there in the mid, 5 or 6 rebounds in there per game. But he definitely he balled tonight. He was baller tonight. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah, no, that was a nice change of pace for Paul, because I feel like the last couple of nights, I feel like he's been looking for a shot almost a little too much at times, and he's not as efficient as he was earlier in his career, as we all know.
Right.
So that was good to see for him for sure.
And he's been smart about it. He's drawn the double team. He's waiting for the guys to collapse on him, and then he's kicking to the open
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
He's
9
been
assists.
really, really smart.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what it does.
Season high.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, player of the game, Brian.
Play the game. I have to go back to KG. Obviously, 0 rebounds withstanding. 9 of 11. When you shoot that kind of efficiently like that, he's tough to stop, as I talked about earlier. And again, when Sixers went on a 13-0 run in the third quarter, there got a 21-point lead down to 8. The Garden was a little restless, not sure. We've seen this before. These kind of collapses in the second half with this team, but KG came back in and hit a couple of jumpers before the end of the third quarter, got the C's back on track, and only had to, again, going 9 for 11 in just 23 minutes. You can't ask for anything more than that from your defensive stopper.
And he's just so crafty, finding his spots to knock down open jumpers. I mean, he has his sweet spots, and he gets to them time and time again. He's been doing it all season. He's been great.
Yeah, he had a couple.
His career.
No, and a couple low post moves tonight too. That
Little bit,
he got a little closer to the hoop than usual. And had a couple, had Lavoie Allen just jumping all over the place before he
A couple of dunks in there too. Huh?
That's right. Yep. It's nice to see.
All right, so my player of the game is a controversial one. I'm going to go with Jeff Green. And we've been harping on the Garden Report all season on Jeff Green. His ups, his downs. He's been all over the place. He's had a lot of 1- and 2-point games, and then every now and then he scores 16.
Yep.
This is a nice positive game for Green. He was attacking the rim. He was finding chances to score in the paint. And when he does that, the Celtics are a lot tougher to stop. When you have that extra guy that can score in the paint, it just makes it that much tougher for the defense to kind of find what guy to key on, what guy to stop.
Definitely
When
does.
Jeff Green steps up, he's really tough to beat.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's a impressive talent. I say he's a raw talent, very athletic. I feel like if he actually plays drawn for him, I think he could be a lot more deadlier. I just feel like he can actually do that. He can command the ball. I feel like he can do everything: rebound, score, pass. He does it all. But the thing about it is, he's not a LeBron. We know that. But
Not so much.
we don't want him to be, because at the end of the day, it's not his team. He still has to respect KG, his minutes and his touches, Paul Pierce, and then with Rondo. But tonight, he's gonna do it. He's always gonna have those games where he's gonna put 16, 18 up. But then you gotta look at his rebounds. I don't think he had too many rebounds tonight.
They had big
Zero.
goose egg.
Goose egg. See? So you gotta do more than that.
Yeah, no, there's a couple games now for him where he's actually been a scoring presence off the bench, and so we've been consistently up and down, but it's been a few ups now. in a row, and that's nice to see for a change.
Yeah, definitely.
And Rondo's been saying that he doesn't call plays for Jeff Green. When Jeff Green scores, it's because he's creating for himself, and he's really stepped up and done that. So it's been impressive.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go around the NBA a little bit, and as it happens, the Celtics' next two opponents were playing each other tonight down in Texas, the Mavericks and the Rockets. The Mavs beating Houston 116-109 behind 40 points from O.J. Mayo.
Contract year.
Contract year, exactly. And
Definitely
James
is.
Harden just got paid, and he scored 39.
Yeah.
So, just a really impressive display from those two young shooting guards. I kind of wanted to raise this question for you guys. Who do you like among those two teams? Who's the second best team in Texas, so to speak?
I got to stick with Dallas just because of the Dirk factor. Obviously, they're hovering around the 500 mark right now. It's not pretty. Kind of pieced together a lot of veterans on that team, but they have their prides and waiting. And Mayo, he's really playing, proving his doubters wrong this season.
Yeah.
Really carrying that team to this point. So when Dirk comes back into the fold, they have some even more offensive firepower. I think they'll be, I don't think they're going anywhere, but
Yeah.
they'll be. I think they're second best in Texas for sure.
I have to agree with you on that one. They're treading water right now until Dirk comes back. So for Mayo to actually step up the way he's been stepping up, 40 points tonight, that was very impressive. I mean, if you look back to last season, Celtics was trying to get him.
Oh, yeah.
So, they were actually very aggressive trying to get O.J. Mayo. So for him, like you said, contract year, and he's doing his thing right now. He's been showing that he can actually pass and score. And he's been a good facilitator too. So, but Harden too, 30 points in the first half. That was very impressive. But they put the shackles on him second half, only 9 points. So it just shows you. But I think I have to agree with you. Dallas is definitely second best team.
It's unanimous. I'm with you on Dallas. And hats off to Mark Cuban, because it wasn't the plan A for Dallas to build around guys like Chris Kaman and Elton Brand.
Yeah.
They wanted Dwight Howard. They wanted Darren Williams. They came up short, and they found a plan B, and it worked.
Yeah.
They're adding guys that nobody expected them to add and nobody expected them to win with. And here they are competing for a playoff spot. Maybe
Yeah.
nothing more than that, but
Yeah.
it's something. And they're treading
Could've been
water,
worse.
as you
Could've
said.
been a lot
Treading
worse
water,
after
way
this.
They're
worse.
definitely
Yeah.
treading water.
And when Dirk gets back, they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
So there you have it from the TD Garden. The Celtics beating the Sixers once in 2 nights. They'll take it. They'll take the split home and home. 92-79, the Celtics beat the Philadelphia 76ers from the TD Garden. I'm Evan Splinchy. This is Brian Robb. This is Travis Singleton. Good night.
Good night.